In the dense bushes, everything usually ends before the prey can even react. A very slight movement, an incredibly fast bite. In many venomous snake species, the venom can begin to take effect after just a few minutes, causing the prey to gradually lose its ability to resist. No need for a prolonged chase. They wait for the exact moment to launch the decisive blow. Welcome to the unbelievable moments of brutal snake predation caught on camera. Red-sided water snake versus frog. The red-sided water snake is one of the most impressive camouflage artists and freshwater assassins. They can lie in ambush at the bottom of the water for extended periods thanks to their ability to reduce their heart rate and minimize oxygen consumption. In the natural food chain, frogs play a role as an extremely important intermediate link. They are both insectivorous predators, but at the same time, an abundant source of nutrition for a wide range of other animals. They are particularly sensitive to small vibrations on the water's surface and the jumping movements of frogs. The snake's two lower jaw halves are connected by elastic ligaments, each side moving alternately to pull the prey into the esophagus. At this point, the stomach acid concentration spikes to break down all the protein, bones, and skin of the prey within a few days. Snake swallowing eggs is one of the most specialized and fascinating feeding behaviors in the animal kingdom. Unlike hunting agile prey such as mice or birds, eating eggs requires completely different mechanical tools to process the hard shell and optimize nutrition. Since eggs cannot run away, conventional fangs become redundant. Their dentition has mostly degenerated to create space for the mouth to open to its maximum. They can swallow eggs with a diameter 3 to 4 times larger than their head, thanks to absolutely flexible jaw ligaments. Beneath their cervical vertebrae, there are sharp, bony projections that protrude and pierce through the esophageal wall. Their stomach secretes enough acid to soften and dissolve the sturdy calcium shell. After the eggshell is broken, the snake will flatten the egg to push all the egg white and yolk down into the stomach. The dry and sharp eggshell, lacking nutritional value, will be regurgitated back out. Black snake, python versus bat. Deep underground in the silent earth, thousands of bats are flying around. Hanging upside down on stalactites, a black snake and a python silently set an ambush trap, patiently waiting for a meal to fly right by. Where the enveloping darkness renders eyes useless, these two hunters rely on special heat-sensing pits located right on their faces. Thanks to these sensory organs, they easily capture infrared radiation to accurately pinpoint the body heat radiating from the bat colony. With a burst of acceleration in midair, the robust muscles instantly wrap tightly around the target. The night shelters the bat colony, but also conceals the sharp hunters. A life comes to a close in accordance with nature's law of survival. Gopher snake versus mouse. In the middle of the arid desert, a small mouse is engrossed in searching for food, completely blind to the shadow of death closing in. The gopher snake silently slithers forward. Its forked tongue continuously collects chemical particles in the air to lock onto the target's coordinates. Sensing the risk, the mouse hurriedly tucks itself into a rock crevice. Even so, this motionless shadow remains useless against the enemy's transcendent olfactory system. The accelerating effort to escape is instantly extinguished by an accurate jaw swing and constricting coil. Taking advantage of the exhaled breath, the muscle bundles continuously braid tighter, compressing the chest, causing the respiratory system to collapse and the heartbeat to stop forever. In harsh nature, the end of the weak is always the inevitable energy source to sustain the life of the strong. Rattlesnake versus centipede. Under the dense forest canopy, venomous reptiles are often considered the apex of the food chain. Even so, the natural world always harbors harsh overthrows. Today's challenger to the rattlesnake is the giant Scolopendra centipede. The venom of the Scolopendra centipede contains a toxin that acts extremely fast on the sodium channels of the nervous system. While rattlesnake venom can take a few minutes to take effect, the centipede's toxin is designed to cause instant paralysis. The snake struggles and thrashes to counterattack, but the amount of toxin flooding into its bloodstream has quickly disrupted its motor system. The venom destroying the nerve roots brings a piercing pain. Right after is a state of complete loss of body control. Fortunately, after a series of erratic bites, the snake's venomous fangs have hit the target. The tiny hunter had to flee in pain. Python versus rabbit. Clinging along the horizontal bar of the cage, the python relaxes half of its body to hang suspended, only using its sturdy muscle system to wrap tightly around the fulcrum above. The python slowly lowers its body down, shifting its center of gravity to its tail to anchor itself. This mechanism helps it fine-tune its direction, and choose the exact moment to strike. On the ground below, the rabbit moves carefreely, completely unaware that death is hanging suspended right above its head. The python does not look at the rabbit with its naked eyes. Pythons possess heat-sensing pits along their lips. They sense the infrared radiation emitted from the rabbit's warm body. It locks down the target based on the temperature difference between the prey and the surrounding environment. Vitality gradually fades and completely goes out in the young rabbit's eyes. The extremely strong constricting force will cause the rabbit to lose consciousness within a few seconds and its heartbeat to stop forever before it can even feel the pain of oxygen deprivation. Golden tree snake versus gecko. In the wild, a hunter's success relies not only on explosive speed, but also depends on the ability to control the situation. The golden tree snake has just thrown out a suffocating coil, completely imprisoning all struggling efforts of a large gecko right on the ground. Sensing the opponent's surrender, the golden tree snake cautiously loosens the knots on the upper body to scout for a position to start the feast. The aiming point is always the head area, because swallowing the skull first will lock the prey's airway tight. The compressive force from the body combined with the hook-like teeth has sealed all escape routes for the defeated one. The final biological heartbeat gradually fades out. The smooth muscle chain contracts rhythmically, slowly and neatly, pushing the gecko's corpse to slide deep into the stomach smoothly. Striped snake versus bird. The striped snake silently breaks into the wall crevice, where an egg and a brood of newly hatched chicks are hidden. Lacking venom and the constricting power of a python, this reptile chooses the direct consumption method, swallowing the live prey whole. The intruder swings its jaws in a flash, clamping completely onto the head of a baby bird. Thanks to the super-elastic ligament system connecting the jaw joints, the snake's oral cavity can expand to the maximum to swallow prey 3 times the size of its skull. During the meal, the tip of the trachea is pushed outward, helping the snake maintain continuous respiration, even though the esophagus is filled. Swallowing from the top of the head is a mandatory rule. This helps press the wings and feather layer tightly in the same direction, eliminating the risk of intestinal blockage. What you have just watched shows that in the world of snakes, the advantage does not lie in size, but in precision, and the ability to wait for the right moment. Just a moment of lowered guard is enough for everything to change completely. If you find this video fascinating, hit like, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel to continue exploring many other dramatic wild moments. Thank you for watching until the end. See you again in the next video.